Alright guys, so I thought I'd do, since Noah's video uh, blew up, I guess, it's got, at this point, 39,000 views, and it was uploaded probably about 2 or 3 months ago, basically just showing his 1/53rd scale fleet, so I thought I'd do the same thing and just kind of compare, see what we get. And I may do a video. Noah gave me the idea. He's gonna do a similar video of our school bus collection, just like school bus memorabilia, models, and he's gonna actually have buses to show in that video, of course, like real buses. But anyways, here's my 1/53rd scale fleet. First one is 09-182. It's a 2009 ICC 300. I got it from Noah, and I believe he got it from South Carolina. And I just have these in random order because I like the way they look parked more in random order than I do if it was like CEs and BEs and then C2s and FS65s and Bluebird 3800s or whatever. To me, this looks more like a real lineup, you know, because a lot of places don't really care how you park them, so they're just going to be in random order. So this is 449. It's a 2007 Thomas Safety Liner C2. This was my brother's model, and this is going to sound weird because I mentioned this in Cameron's question of the month for whenever he did it while he was in Ohio with Noah and I went to Thomas whenever I was 6 years old back in 2007 and toured the factory, and they gave me, my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad, they gave us each a Thomas C2 model. I believe my mom gave me hers, or my sister gave me hers, or something. My dad still has his unopened. Then eventually, well, my brother was just like, no, you can't have mine, but then he eventually gave up and let me have it years later. But anyway, this was the one that was his. It's a little dinged up because, you know, I was 6 or 7. I played with them, so that's why they're a little bit dinged up. I tried to kind of fix it a little bit, but I didn't always succeed. This is 448. Same story with it. 2007 Thomas Safety Liner C2. And in my fleet, they have the MBE 906. Same with this one, with the MBE 465. I'll put all the dates that I got these in the description because I have that all like documented and stuff. Just, you know, like their mileage according to last inspection or whatever. But this is the Siku model. This is not the real toy model, so it's got the opening hood, which I Sharpied a little bit to make it look a little bit better. As you can see, I painted the roof on some of these, including this one. Did a little bit of work with a Sharpie, just see what I could do. You know, black around the warning lights. And these were swapped with the colors, so the turn signal was on the inside and the brake was on the outside. So took some nail polish remover, removed paint, and then Sharpied it back. But put exit above the windows, put clearance lights on them. You know, all that fun stuff. I'm going to try to get another one of these because I really like this model, and then we'll see how that one turns out. This one I got at Spring Fling. I put that there. I may not even keep that. It's just kind of a experimental thing, but it's a handy bus, I guess. It's bus 139. It's the Ertl Bluebird 3800 bank. See, you can put a coin in there, and then that comes out. It drops the coin in there, and then it flings right back in. I didn't put lettering on this one because, you know, it's an Ertl bank. I just put the numbers on it. I got this while I was at Spring Fling. Like I said, I'm not going to Sharpie it or anything. This one Noah also got me. Well, he says it's on loan, but he also told me that he's going to let me keep it, so I'm going to keep it. It's bus 186. It's a 2013 ICBE. Oh, and that one's a 98, I believe. 90, yeah. No, 97. It's 97. That's an 05. That's a 97. It's 2013. ICBE. Noah did that stripe with tape. It's not painted on there, don't worry. And I did a little, hold on, let me see if I can get that on there better. Well, I guess not, it's coming off. But I did the little handicap logo things. Yeah, so there's 186 ICBE. 447. This one is the one that Noah had for a while that he got on loan from me. I also got this at the factory whenever I toured it, and this is one of the ones I played with. I don't know if you all noticed this, but 448 doesn't have a stop sign. I don't know where it is. It broke off because I played with them. Same story with this one. The stop sign broke off, but I knew where it was, so Noah glued it back on. And this lettering is coming off, but I'm changing the lettering anyway because that company's dead. I'm making it Tri-State Transportation, and I have ROR buses for that. Not with these, but you know, just in general ROR buses. And this one is Little 681. This is the second Little 681 I've got. If you all followed the RTS Instagram page, then you would know it's got Cabell County Schools on it, though, because, you know, it's Little 681. I gotta have Little 681 with Cabell County Schools on it. So, it's Little 681. I tried to get it as accurate as I could. I did that Bluebird logo myself. Did the bumper numbers. The bumper numbers are removable. They're in tape. Like, I just got a piece of painter's tape, painted it black, and then Sharpied the number on there. It's that easy. And then 190 is a 1991 model. It did not have a bumper on it on the front, so I had to improvise. It doesn't look that great, but it looks better than nothing. So this is 190. It's a 1991 Thomas 3800, modeled after Cabell County 590. 139 was modeled after 639, even though 639 wasn't handy. It was a spare we had for like 2 or 3 months while 681 was getting overhauled in my 6th grade year. And then next is 149. I'm just going to say this one came from Virginia because it's in really good shape and I don't want a Sharpie on it or anything. That right there is on label, like clear label, so I can take that off. Same with the number. It's on painter's tape that I actually Sharpied black instead of painted it, but it still looks fine. So 149. It's a 1999. It was modeled after bus 649. None of these others are actually modeled after any other buses except that one, but I'll tell you about that whenever I get to it. 465, I gave it 465 because it's an FS65, and all my Thomases are in the 400s. Well, Freightliners. Internationals are in the 100s, and then everything else would be in the 200s and 300s, I guess. I may redo the numbers. I don't think I will, but I might. Next is 100. This was a model I got that I played with. I got it years ago. I played with it, you know. It's an activity bus now because the stop sign broke off. It was going to be the parts bus, but then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to keep it because it's got memories. That's on label, that air conditioning unit there. It doesn't look the greatest, but all this blue is also painter's tape. So, and then all that, of course, is labeled, but this was the first time I tried painting the roof of a bus white, and it didn't end up that well, but didn't turn out too bad either. It just kind of looks like a Texas style let's paint the roof white ourselves kind of thing. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I got that at Spring Fling too. And then this one I also got at Spring Fling. It's a 1977 Gillig coach is what I'm saying it is. Bus 343. I modeled it after 643 because that was a TC 2000 RE that we had that I rode on a 5-hour trip, one way. It was a 2-day trip, and I have a lot of memories on that trip, and it was really fun. And that was the last time I rode a TC RE, so the only time I can actually remember riding one, but still awesome nonetheless because they're rare buses. Yeah, so it's an activity bus. I just took the lettering off, that's all I did to this one, and then I didn't even take the 9853 off, I just put activity bus on it, you know, because it doesn't have any loading lights. Plus it's 1977. I also kind of modeled it after Joe's bus. Hi Joe, because, you know, I didn't know a model year to give it. I wanted it to be a Gillig, so I was like, you know what, why not just make it like 5206. But anyway, that does it for my 153rd models. I got a Bluebird logo, or not logo, but just a piece of paper. It's laminated. Thanks, Noah. He gave me that. And then I got this Wayne Lodestar kind of thing. My bus driver gave it to me. I don't know who makes it. I think it's like Buddy Toys or something. Buddy L Corp from Japan. And then the next one, oh, this is 1/43rd scale, by the way, that I'm showing now, is 88-357. It's 1988 Bluebird All-American FE. I traded a Real Toy FS65 for this, so I'd say I got a pretty good bargain there. Thanks to Mitch for that. And the next one Noah got me. Noah got me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. Thank you, Noah. Anyway, it's 17-381. This was a birthday present. I guess that one can be considered a birthday present too. That one was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened with 182, but I remember I got 182 and 460, which was that FS65 I traded for the All-American. Anyway, this is 381. It's a 2017 Bluebird Vision. It's got the exit decals up there. That's a Lego license plate, like the sticker for a license plate, and it's kind of West Virginia style, like with the numbers and the letters there, how they're arranged. So I just kind of put that on there. I Sharpied it red because it was white, but the black letters would still show through. So there's that. And then the next one are my HO scale buses, which I didn't really have room for anywhere else. So I just kind of put with some of my Transformers display. Uh-oh, one of them fell. Hold on. There we go. Little 530 fell. This is Cabell County Schools 530. For those of you who didn't know, my bus driver has been driving on my route for, let me focus, for about 30 years now, since 1989. And whenever he started, he had a 1985 Bluebird S-Series, S1800 with a DT466 in it, which was bus 530, and it looked a lot like this. Noah did that work there, but 530 was pretty much decorated like this. It's early in my my YouTube Instagram page, project_681. Next is 03-281, which is 2003 ICCE 300. The tires are cracking on this. I don't know why. I didn't do anything to it except for let it sit, so maybe that's why. But the only 3 tires on it that aren't cracked are 3 of the ones in the back. This one is cracked right here. But yeah, it's got the working crossing gate and stop sign, of course. So there's that. And then the next one, and the last one, is bus 84-230. I'll let you see. Well, Noah could not stand to have this bus because there was a factory error with it and it messed with his OCD. So I want you guys to see if you can find it here. I'm going to rotate it and see if you guys can find it, and I'll do a close-up of each side too, if I can get it to focus. Alright, I mean, you should still be able to see it. And it's nothing to do with the lettering or the numbering, because that was put on by Noah after the fact that he gave it, or that he wanted me to have it. Alright, I was thinking about just Thundercrafter's chest. Anyway, I was thinking about having you guys be like, oh, I'll have you guys see if you can find the error and put it in the comments, but it's the warning lights on the front. You see on the passenger side, this side where my thumb is, the amber is on the outside and the red is on the inside. I didn't even notice it until he pointed it out to me, but it bothered him, and he's like, I don't want it, and I was like, I'll take it. So he's like, alright, so he sent it to me with, I believe he sent the 2 Bluebird S series together at the same time. But yeah, as far as I can remember, that's about my whole model collection. I have other models, but they're not anything too spectacular. They're just kind of like nothing in particular like this one. They're not supposed to be like a ICCE, a C2, or an All-American FE or anything like that. But